RHOC fans slam faked scene and question if it was damage control for Heather Dubrow and Tamra Judge's behavior. The third and final part of the Real Housewives of Orange County Season 18 reunion ended with a shocker involving a new scene. It's rare for the cameras to pick back up post-reunion, but the intent seemed to be to put a pin in the ongoing friction between Shannon Beater and some of her friends. Of course, the reunion found Heather Dubrow and Tamra Judge trying to play nice with Shannon in the wake of harsh criticism from both viewers and their co-stars. The additional scene in question revealed that Heather and Tamra learned that John Jansen heard Shannon crashing her car the night of her DUI arrest. While the scene unified the women as they headed into Season 19, viewers took to social media to express their concerns. Given that there was no prior indication that an additional scene had been filmed, it's perfectly valid to question why it was added at what seemed to be the last minute. RHOC fans hit back at the scene. One fan questioned the manipulation tactic and slammed the scene as fake. The viewer believes that Tamra is saving herself. Tamra has caught a lot of heat this season for her treatment of Shannon, so it makes sense that she would try to get back on good terms with viewers ahead of Season 19. Heather and Tamra caught the heat for treating Shannon like crap and now they are trying to save face, another critic complained. Another viewer questioned the point of the additional scene but noted that they still don't trust Tamra or Heather. Then, a viewer wondered why the two women didn't bring this up at the reunion. The scene's timing is suspect because the ladies had all been together after the season finale was taped. Fans are over the fakery on RHOC. Another fan mocked Heather and Tamra for being so kind and compassionate all of a sudden. "I wonder why," the viewer said with a bunch of laughing faces. A sixth viewer said the pair were desperately trying to save their reputations after this last season. The fan felt that their performances could be added to their IMDb's. There's no telling what the future holds for RHOC, but the last-minute happy scene suggests that producers don't want feuds from this season to carry over into the next. Perhaps everyone involved knows what happened to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. At this point, the show is pretty much at death's door. The Real Housewives of Orange County, RHOC, fans have been buzzing after a recent episode featured a scene many are calling blatantly staged and a transparent attempt at damage control. At the center of the controversy are Heather Dubrow and Tamra Judge, two housewives who've been polarizing figures this season. The scene in question, involving an over-the-top reconciliation dinner and an oddly convenient group heart-to-heart, has sparked heated online debates, with fans calling it a fake setup designed to rehabilitate their images. The setup, a conveniently timed reunion. The episode opens with Heather hosting a lavish dinner at her palatial home, a recurring symbol of her wealth and status. The camera pans over the table, adorned with crystal stemware, white orchids, and enough candles to rival a cathedral. Heather, in true Dubrow fashion, greets each guest with a hug so rehearsed it borders on robotic, her sharp-edged smile firmly in place. The guest list is telling. Tamra is seated at Heather's right hand, their recent spats seemingly forgotten, while the rest of the cast, Emily Simpson, Gina Kirschenheiter, and Shannon Beater, look on with varying degrees of skepticism. Heather has gone out of her way to include Shannon, despite their ongoing tensions, which many fans suspect is the first clue this scene is more about optics than authenticity. As the women settle in, the conversation quickly shifts to the chaos that's unfolded over the season. Tamra, sipping a margarita with a mischievous twinkle in her eye, makes a grand toast to friendship and forgiveness, an ironic gesture given her role as the show's chief pot stirrer. Heather nods sagely, chiming in with a well-rehearsed line about moving forward as strong women. For long-time viewers, the performance is painfully obvious. Fans call foul. Social media exploded as the episode aired, with fans accusing Bravo of orchestrating the scene to smooth over Heather and Tamra's recent controversies. "This dinner feels so fake, I can't believe they think we'd buy it," one Twitter user wrote. Another chimed in, Heather's doing damage control because she knows her Ice Queen act isn't landing this season. And don't get me started on Tamra pretending she cares about anyone but herself. The criticisms didn't stop there. Reddit threads dissected every frame, with users pointing out inconsistencies that suggest heavy-handed editing. One eagle-eyed fan noted how Tamra's drink magically refilled itself mid-scene, while another questioned the sudden resolution of conflicts that had simmered for weeks. Heather and Tamra didn't magically become besties again overnight. This is classic Bravo trying to control the narrative, a post read. Heather's struggle for redemption. For Heather, the backlash isn't new. Her return to RHOC was met with high expectations, but her haughty demeanor and apparent disinterest in the group's drama have left fans divided. This season, her frequent clashes with Shannon and Emily have only amplified the criticism, painting Heather as aloof and out of touch. The alleged damage control scene appears to be an attempt to soften Heather's image, showcasing her as a peacemaker rather than a perpetual antagonist. The problem? Fans see through it. Heather wants to be the new Lisa Vanderpump, but she doesn't have the charm. This dinner was her trying to play Queen Bee, and it flopped, one viewer commented. Tamra's role as the puppet master. Tamra, meanwhile, has faced her own share of criticism. Her return to RHOC was billed as a triumphant comeback, but her behavior has been anything but. Accused of stirring the pot for the sake of screen time, Tamra's actions have alienated many fans who once rooted for her. The dinner scene, with Tamra playing the role of a reformed troublemaker, struck many as disingenuous. Tamra's acting like she's the voice of reason now. Girl, please, an Instagram user wrote. Another added, she's been spreading rumors and backstabbing all season, and now we're supposed to believe she's all about love and light. I don't think so. The bigger picture, Bravo's hand in the drama. This isn't the first time fans have accused Bravo of manipulating storylines, but the backlash against this particular scene has been especially intense. Many believe the network is scrambling to repair the reputations of Heather and Tamra, two key players whose actions have alienated both their castmates and the audience. The producers are trying to salvage the season because they know Heather and Tamra have gone too far, one fan speculated on Twitter. They're the anchors of the show right now, and if people turn on them, it's over. Others have suggested the scene was a response to declining ratings, with Bravo attempting to inject some feel-good moments into an otherwise divisive season. This was damage control, plain and simple. Trying to wrap everything up in a neat little bow, but it's too late. The fans aren't buying it, a Reddit commenter observed. Where do Heather and Tamra go from here? As the fallout continues, the question remains, can Heather and Tamra salvage their reputations? For Heather, the path forward likely involves finding a balance between her aspirational image and the relatability fans crave. For Tamra, it's about proving she's more than just a chaos agent. Yet, if the dinner scene is any indication, both women face an uphill battle. Fans are more vocal than ever about their dissatisfaction, and the cracks in Bravo's glossy facade are becoming harder to ignore. Whether Heather and Tamra can win back the audience, or if this season marks the beginning of the end for their reigns on RHOC, remains to be seen. Conclusion: the thin line between reality and reality TV. The controversy surrounding the alleged faked scene is a stark reminder of the delicate dance between authenticity and entertainment in the world of reality TV. For many fans, the magic of RHOC lies in its messy, unfiltered drama, not in polished, carefully constructed moments. As the season barrels toward its conclusion, one thing is clear: the Housewives, and Bravo itself, are under more scrutiny than ever. Whether they can rise to the occasion or crumble under the weight of their own artifice will determine the legacy of this polarizing chapter in RHOC history.